Lowell Town Council meeting.
Our employees, so that's amazing. Yeah, so that's what it's going to find. With that, we have a presentation for our outgoing town judge. Rob McCann, if you'd like to stand up and come to the podium. We wanted to thank you for your service here in the town of Lowell as our judge pro tem that was appointed by the Indiana Supreme Court. We wanted to thank you for your service here, coming in,
What's that?
taking over after
I'm 6 feet apart. Okay.
So we just wanted to thank you for your service here.
And you'll be going to jail for that.
And essentially with this plaque.
Thank you very much. We appreciate everything that you did for the
Hold it
town.
up. John, put it up. Hi, Doug. Good.
Absolutely. Thank you all for the opportunity, and as always, if there's anything for the town meeting,
I'm always there for you.
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
With that, on to ordinances and resolutions. We have ordinance 2021, amend COVID sick leave policy.
What are we amending?
Congratulations.
Generally, we're just extending it because it is expired December 31st of last year, and so we need to extend it through the end of this year.
Are we doing it the whole year of 2021?
Yeah, because we don't know when to end it. It's whenever you guys decide to end. So the last sentence says, part of it says, unless it's ended, unless it's changed by you guys. So we'll do it through the whole year. If we don't need it anymore, then you guys can terminate.
I'll make the motion to rescind COVID sick leave policy.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? And that's ordinance 2021-03. It's not printed out on.
I didn't get it either.
So we have a motion and a second, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we're on discussion. Hearing none. Can I get a roll call?
Yes.
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 Motion carries 5-0.
Put your mask back on.
What's that?
Put your mask back on, please.
Oh, couldn't he put his over his nose?
I got it on.
But, okay, then I can go like this? But you know this is not,
Please, we're in a meeting.
it's not in the Constitution, and you're infringing on my rights, but, okay. Oh, okay. We'll talk about that.
Is there a motion to suspend the rules?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of suspending the rules say aye.
Aye.
The rules are suspended, 5-0. Is there a second reading of ordinance 2021-03?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. On second reading of that, is there a motion to put the rules back in order?
Motion to put the rules back in order?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of putting the rules back in order, motion by saying aye.
Aye.
Rules are back in order. 5-0.
Council President, before you go on, can we redirect this individual to put his mask back on?
Oh, mine keeps on falling out. It's like a
It's the third time, otherwise he can just be removed.
wardrobe malfunction. I'm sorry. But is this in the Constitution?
Thank you. We've got resolution.
No one wants to answer that.
For the 2021-04
Congratulations.
for our TIP fund and appropriation transfer. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 21.
Oh, here, Michael.
Second.
Second. Is there any discussion?
taxpayers.
With that, we've got a motion and a second. Take it a roll call.
Michael Bushka,
Yes.
Todd Anderson.
Yes.
John Alicia.
Yes.
Christopher Swatter.
Yes.
John Young.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Under unfinished business, did we get an applicant for the BZA? Hopefully, if I see it in here.
I think,
We're doing Tom, right?
I didn't, it's on good.
Did he
I
have
didn't realize at the last meeting that somebody had resigned, so you have an opening. so
Oh.
I put it on there.
Okay, so.
Resign.
I think he was, as far as I know,
We want to
he was
have
on
the,
he was on the
yeah,
This is stormwater,
stormwater.
and I think he wanted, I didn't know if he wanted to be back on there, but I thought that maybe he wanted to be on BZA.
okay, let's table this for now then.
Okay.
Table.
We'll,
Get
reach
back
out
to
to him then.
Sir, I'm gonna ask you one more time, you've been asked, this is.
It's
four times.
big. I'm
This is
trying to
just
put it on.
fortune from the
And it's
village.
against, it's not in the Constitution,
Thank you.
which you're violating my rights and you don't believe in the
Motion to
Constitution.
table the appointment for the BZA,
Motion to table.
and we've got a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of tabling, motion by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion is tabled. Under new business.
Great, great.
Approval of, Avalanche Master Service Agreement.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Can I get a roll call?
Michael Bushka,
Yes.
Todd Anderson.
Yes.
John Alicia.
Yes.
Christopher Swatter.
Yes.
John Young.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. We have approved DLZ Master Agreement. There was a not to exceed on that.
This one is just a master agreement which sets forth all the conditions, and then from there we will go to task orders, which you did have a task order as well, task order 1 in front of you. So if you'd approve the master service agreement first, that one is just as needed,
Okay.
and the other one is a task order. And there's, if you have any questions on that, Tony Penning's here from DLZ if you have any questions or comments for him.
That was not to exceed 34,000.
The second, yeah, the task order was not to exceed 34.8
Okay, so we're gonna take up the master agreement
So take the
first.
master agreement first, and then that allows us to use them as necessary, just through task orders instead of through all the rigmarole. We got it all done.
Okay.
Motion to approve the master service agreement with DLZ.
We've got a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Can I get a roll call?
Michael Bushka,
Yes.
Todd Anderson.
Yes.
John Alicia.
Yes.
Christopher Swatter.
Yes.
John Young.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. With that, is there a motion to approve task order 1 not to exceed 34,000 to DLC?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We've got a motion, a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Can I get a roll call?
Michael Bushka.
Yes.
Todd Anderson.
Yes.
John Alicia.
Yes.
Christopher Swatter.
Yes.
John Young.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. We've got a petition for annexation from the town of Lowell for 6807 Bellshaw Road. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Can I get a roll call?
Michael Bushka.
Yes.
Todd Anderson.
Yes.
John Alicia.
Yes.
Christopher Swatter.
Yes.
John Young.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Is there a motion to adopt the 2021 operating budget for the water and wastewater utilities?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Can I get a roll call?
Michael Bushka.
Yes.
Todd Anderson.
Yes.
John Alicia.
Yes.
Christopher Swatter.
Yes.
John Young.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Is there a motion to accept offer to donate property outlot A, Woodland Hills? Is that from White Coat?
Yes,
Industries?
yes, it is.
Motion, okay, to donate
Oh,
property
I
to
know
town
that.
of Lowell from White Coat Industries. Is there a
Dean
motion?
White.
So moved.
We've got a motion. Is there a second?
Yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
What property?
So, all right, let me pull it up here real quick for you.
That was that little sliver of land, wasn't it?
It is.
Oh, I know, never mind, I know exactly what we're talking about.
And the idea behind it is that if we don't acquire it, then, and somebody ends up getting it,
Right.
then the extension of the road is gonna be difficult because there's a gap in the
Right.
ownership there. So I wanted to acquire it, so one day when the road is extended, 'cause it's not a cul-de-sac, it's a dead end.
Right.
So when the developer comes down the other side, we just donate it as
I'll second.
Okay. We've got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Michael Buska?
Yes.
Todd Anderson?
Yes.
John Alicia?
Yes.
Christopher Swadas?
Yes.
John Yelsey?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Is there a motion to accept the conflict of interest statements?
Motion to accept conflict of interest statement.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Michael Buska?
Yes.
Todd Anderson?
Yes.
John Alicia?
Yes.
Christopher Swadas?
Yes.
John Yelsey?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Is there a motion to give permission to use cumulative funds for add-on to Mack truck for $6,338?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Michael Buska?
Yes.
Todd Anderson?
Yes.
John Alicia?
Yes.
Christopher Swadas?
Yes.
John Yelsey?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. And then was there a motion to approve the preliminary architectural agreement with Greg Genco not to exceed $25,000?
So, it's Meridian West.
Meridian West,
Yeah, it's Meridian West.
slash the company Meridian West.
I'll make the motion to accept the contract for Meridian West Engineering not to exceed $25,000 in reference for work done in the garage.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Michael Buska?
Yes.
Todd Anderson?
Yes.
John Alicia?
Yes.
Christopher Swadas?
Yes.
John Yelsey?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next,
There was one with SEH for the well.
Contract Seawell House 3.
so is there a motion to approve SEH contract C Well House 3 not to exceed $21,000?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Who did the motion and who did the second?
I'll second.
All right, so Mike on the motion, John on the second.
And we did it right at the same time, yeah.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Michael Buska?
Yes.
Todd Anderson?
Yes.
John Alicia?
Yes.
Christopher Swadas?
Yes.
John Yelsey?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. With that, is there a motion to appoint James Weisman acting police chief?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Michael Buska?
Yes.
Todd Anderson?
Yes.
John Alicia?
Yes.
Christopher Swadas?
Yes.
John Yelsey?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Announcements, our next regular meeting will be Monday, February 8th, 2021 at 7 o'clock. There will be a public hearing to consider a sale of the Lowell water utility. Before I open it up to media questions, which I don't believe I see any in public comment, I'm going to reread this policy. The Town Council Public Meeting Participation Guidelines. Meeting participants, staff, and council members shall
For
practice
me.
social distancing guidelines, including hand washing, wearing face masks, cough and sneezing etiquette and distance. The council chamber shall be limited to 25 occupants at any time, including council members, staff, and audience. Because council chamber occupancy limitation, audience members wishing to address the council may be required to take turns listening, speaking, then leaving the council chambers to allow others to listen and speak. All those wishing to comment will be heard. Audience members wishing to comment publicly should address council members only. Keep their comments concise, courteous, civil, and constructive. They are limited to 3 minutes. With that, is there any public comments?
Are you guys going first?
Fred Keithley, 500 North Nichols. Just a real quick question on the announcements today. The public hearing, is that going to be conducted during the meeting, before the meeting, after the meeting?
During the town council meeting.
That'll be part of the agenda during next meeting. Okay, I don't want to miss it. Thank you.
All right. Is there any public comments?
You going? No. Kenneth Michael Pachork at 138 North Union Street, Lowell, Indiana. I have some questions again. Where is he at? You're a State Farm agent from Hobart?
Correct.
Yes? Okay. What, I don't get this Harrison Street project again. You got $330,000, but what we talked about last time was different. Michael,
What are we talking about?
the Harrison Street project,
What about
what about it?
the question?
What's-
Are you asking about why the dollar amount is different?
Yes,
The $300,000 is not the total project, it's certain projects within the big giant project.
oh, okay,
The whole project's over $2 million.
Yeah.
yeah. Because you got the community crossing grant, which is linked to the church, 126.5 million. But there's different numbers on the internet, so can you give me the correct number?
Community Crossing is administered by INDOT.
Yeah.
It's a state program. We received a grant of $1 million that requires a 25% match.
Yes,
So $1 million of.
or
the-
75 to 25 match.
75 to 25, so
Yep.
we put in 25, so the town received a grant for the Harrison Street project.
My
For
thing
the
keeps
street
on
work
coming up.
only, it won't pay for utilities,
Okay.
but the town received $1 million grant. And that was for 2020, so we'll apply again this
Okay.
year as well. That's the maximum we're allowed to get.
Do you get any gifts from foreign nations, Chris?
All right, sir, as per the.
I'm just asking as a
As
concerned
per the
citizen.
stated agenda item, please keep things concise,
Okay.
very constructive, and to the town of Lowell.
Do you believe in this fake election? Any of you? Do you believe in this fake election?
Not part of town business.
Yes, it is. I'm a concerned citizen. I'm part of this town corporation, and I'm asking, because you guys are supposed to be representing me. So do you believe in this fake election? Anyone? Nothing. No? You? All quiet? Because Trump's president. You know that, right?
This is town government.
And this mask, is this under a statue?
Asked now 4
No.
times to put your
I
mask
know,
on.
it keeps on falling up. Is this a statue?
All right,
Is this a statue?
Mr. Weisman, please,
Have a good night.
Oh, see? Okay.
thank you for your.
I'll be back for more. Always. Hey, thank you. And anything that is a statue is null and void. And CBD works, Chris. They were prolonging me this time. I mean, they were, I understand what they were doing. And why do I always have to leave? Hey, Matson, I'm sorry for everything. Hey, hey, Matson, why do I have to leave though?
Because you've been asked to leave for not wearing your mask several times.
But mine keeps on falling off. And it's null and void.
Better mask.
Okay, I want to ask you a question.
gonna argue on
I want to ask you a question.
I'm not asking anything.
But do you believe in the Constitution?
Sure. You've been asked to leave?
Do you believe in the Constitution? I paid for this. This is from taxpayer money. And they're using all these corporations, on funneling
See you
and
next
laundering
week, bud.
money.
Thank you.
Matson, that's real. That's how you're gonna do me? And stop gang stalking me. I don't know. They got me this time. But next time.